Hey guys, welcome to Rift with me, Banto. So, I recently started playing this a little bit again, and I haven't played since the release of this game, and there are probably a lot of changes to this game, and one huge change for this game is that it's free to play nowadays, so you can just go get a game and just get in and play the game like I've been doing with my rogue that we got here, which is our using a ranged weapon and a pet here. But we're gonna create a new character and start out from the beginning of the game. What do we set here? You do not have enough character slots to create another character on this shard. You can buy more character slots at the Rift store. So that's one part of this free-to-play thing. As a free-to-player, from the beginning at least, it seems that like you can only have 2 different characters here, so I'm gonna remove Andar here, which is my cleric. And where we got delete, here we got it, delete. So let's remove him, and then we're gonna create a new one. Where do we get it? There we got it. And you can choose, just like before, you can choose Guardians or Defiance. I guess the Guardians are more of the good guys, or at least it looks like that. So we have 3 different races. We can be High Elf, we can be Dwarf, and humans. Okay, it wasn't humans, Maphosian. I guess that's some kind of human. But I must say that I mostly go for playing humans. I have been thinking about going for the Dwarves. I really like dwarves in games, but I don't know if I like them in this game or not, but I'm thinking that we are actually gonna make a dwarf now, because we are going to be a warrior in this one. So I'm gonna take something that I haven't been for a really long time, so I have tried out the cleric a little bit, which was the one that I would say I played the most when I was playing at the release of this game. And also rogue I've been playing a lot when the game got released, and I played it recently with my ranged character, so here we can kind of see how geared will look when you're gearing up. Probably not gonna look exactly like this, but it kind of gives you an idea of how it's gonna look, and I must say this one looks pretty awesome. Looks really great actually. Kinda strange that he's small and then is growing up, little dwarf. But we are gonna be a warrior. Warriors are frontline fighters who wear plate armor to protect themselves in battle. So the role is tank, damage, support, but they can only be a healer with Dream Soul pack. But basically almost all of these seems to be able to be all roles. So that's kinda interesting twist with different classes in this game. I myself kinda find it a bit weird that the rogue can tank, but it is what it is, and it's probably a good way. So here we can choose like, this is like guides, I would say. I haven't really went through them correctly or fully in detail, but I think these are guides that are made by other players. It at least feels like that. So we can choose the Righteous Defender. Righteous Defender, the top warrior physical mitigation tank spec. Use this build for any heavy physical damage fights, or any fights where you need great cooldowns in order to survive. Guide provided by Rough Raptors. So I think that's either a guild or a player or some kind of fan thing. So, and we can also choose the Overlord, which is a 2-handed wielder, and we can't choose this one it seems, and not that and not that, probably because they require that pack. Oh, you know, actually got a pet with a mohawk on a... that looks really weird. But you know, even if we choose any one of these, it doesn't mean that we are actually locked to this one, so this is just guides that help you spend your soul points. But you can spend your soul points the way you want as well, of course, so you're not really bound by this. This just kinda help for new players to get going, so let's go for the Righteous Defender, which should be a tankish guy here. So how should we look? The face is going on here. So this is more of a square face, and this is a triangular face, and this is more of a circle face. Guess we're gonna go for something like this. I can't really see much of my face because I have my awesome beard. So let's choose the eye color. We're gonna have some brown eyes. We can choose the size of them. The rotation looks really sad. Which should we go for? Eyebrows. They can really change a lot. Let's go for that one, really thick ones. And how? Yeah, let's go for that one. And how should it be tilted? Let's check it out. Let's go for that one. Maybe a little bit more like that. Can't really see what's going on with my mouth. All the awesome beard. So now we're gonna choose the awesome beard color. So I'm a bit unsure which one we wanna have. I think I kinda wanna have some... Let's go for some brownish one. Highlight color. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And what hairstyle should we have? That looks pretty good, I'm gonna go for that one. And markings, do we want any markings? Maybe we can go for that one, and like that, and... Facial hair, I did kinda like the one that we did have here. This is a very beardless dwarf. This was kinda cool, and I think this one was pretty nice as well. I'm gonna go for that one, looks really great. Skin color. Let's go for that one. The dwarfs in the cold north. Preset's not gonna touch that one. If you touch that one, you're gonna ruin what you just made. So let's go for random name, and I'm gonna click 5 times and we get whatever we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ginkoria. Okay, let's go for that one. And I'm gonna skip all of these cutscenes that are in the game. You can check it out at some other videos, we're not gonna go for them. This is gonna be more of a gameplay series. So I'm gonna show a little bit what's happened with the game. And one thing with the game that I would say is both for the good and the better is that key bindings are for each character. So let's say you have made a character and you put all of these out action bars and you change your hotkeys. You have to change these for every character. There probably are some way that you can change this for everyone with just doing it once. But with the original thing with changing key binding, it's just for your current character. And as you see there, those pop-ups, they are really great for new players. It kind of helps you get going in the game and explain stuff, which is really great to have. So let's get Q. Whoa, what's going on here? Replace. So I like to use Q and E for some abilities, and one thing that I always change the fastest when I get into an MMO is to switch turn left, turn right into turn strafe left and strafe right. Because turning with the keyboard is really crap. That is just what it is really crap. Okay, so now we're gonna start out. We speak with this warden, I guess. Interaction, some information going on. Speak with Fane Doran. Should be outside here. There we got her. Hello, Fane. Finish. But the thing that I feel with this game, it is very common, like in most MMOs, you get some auto attacks and it really reminds of other games, which is both good and bad. But for me, that playing Age of Conan, where the combat is very interactive, like everything that you do with your character is done by yourself. Of course, almost everything is done by yourself in this as well, but I really like those dynamic combats where you actually have to hit your targets and there are no auto attacks. So what do we got here? We got aggressive block, deals some damage, increase the warrior's block by 3% and the damage done by the attack that must follow a block by 5%. So it helps me block more attacks, I guess, and we're building up some kind of resource up here. Pacifying strike, deals 30 to 34 physical damage at ward 1 attack point. So we're just gonna kill 4 of these defilers. But one thing with this game that is really awesome with this game is the customizable user interface. You can really move things around the way you want to move around, and that is really a really important part for MMOs. And that is one thing that Conan definitely lacks so damn much in. Conan is a great game, but it has a lot of flaws for different things. But it's one of those things that this game are very good with, which was very good with Warhammer Online as well. So we're gonna see if these are any fun to play maps and markers where they got a recent loots. So that's pretty good that it's like glowing around recent loot, so you know what stuff are new in your bags, even though it might not be sorted out in a good way. You still will be able to find what you want to find. But I really want to get a new skill so we can use this, because I think these 3 swords we can use some kind of finisher, just like the Rose got in this game. You're like building up 5 resources and then you can unleash it in a finisher. Kinda similar to World of Warcraft's system with the rogues. Actually very, very similar. So let's speak with this girl again. Okay, it's a new quest, collect imbued swords. So you see, now we got level 2 and we acquired 1 soil point. And those we can spend inside here in the talent tree. So you see there are a hell of a ton of talents inside here. But we are gonna go for the guide, and the way that works is that you just click spend soil points. And it's done by the game itself. It gives me the new ability, which is the finisher that I wanted to have. And I can just put it down in my action bar here, so really great. So, collect imbued swords. Really awesome. Running really weird, I think. But you know, after playing a game like Age of Conan, it is really hard to feel the same quality with the animation. That is one of the best part about that game. I wish more game had that part with the awesome animation, but I guess it maybe costs too much to do it and might not really be worth it. So that's one thing we're gonna change as well. I want to have auto loot going on. I really want to have that on. I think it's very helpful. Auto loot by default. Enable AoE looting, which is great as well, so if there are a ton of different mobs lying around you can loot, you will actually loot them all around, so you don't have to go to each of them. And we're also gonna change the camera, disable smart camera. I don't like when the game is controlling where I'm looking, so let's pick up this sword. Okay, getting attacked by this girl here. So basically the finisher we got, it deals more damage the more we got, so 3 points, 68 damage. But I mean, it's really easy when you're starting out in this game, and it's really straightforward. They actually removed some of the old quests in the game, so it goes even faster to leave this tutorial starting and learning area to get to the real world. I think that this warrior currently is a little bit slower than my rogue was, but we are gonna be a lot more tanky with this guy than I was with my rogue, definitely. And I think tanks are mainly fun in many games. I tend to actually play tanks and healers lately. I would guess like a really long time ago I kind of favored playing DPSs, but lately in both MMOs and the games like Dota 2, I kind of tend to go for support and such. I do enjoy playing like carry in those games and DPS, but I really like to have some kind of crowd control, have some responsibility, have some special mission, keep the aggro, keep the people alive and such stuff. I think it's makes the gaming fun. Awesome. So we got new level. 2 soul points. And what did it upgrade? So we have 3 points in a good defense and 1 point in imbued armor, increases armor. And we also got 2 new weapons here. So we got a 2-handed sword and we got a 1-handed axe. So of course we're gonna use a 1-handed axe since we are gonna play as a tank. So what we're gonna do now, retrieve the sanctified spheres, Arden Bush horrors, something. Okay, so basically we're just gonna slay some of these horrors. But I think it's really great that they have these kind of like guides builds before we get going, because as you saw here, there are tons of talents. If you want to play this game, you definitely should learn what each of them do and get your own build going, because that's gonna help you. It's always good to know what you're doing and not just trusting someone who maybe don't know anything at all what they're doing. But this guide, I think they should be pretty good. It's like using it on the official game, so I think they should be pretty good. So we need to get 3 more of these. But later on, I think I'm gonna show you also the rogue that I got here with the ranged weapon. Kinda mainly wanna show the start of the game. And if you play this game on release, this game with the questing, it is very similar to the release, but they cut off some quest which I guess was taking too much time and was no real use or something, I don't know. Feels like it was some of that reason. Just goes a lot faster and get going to go and kill the rifts, and I'm gonna show you one thing later also that I think is new since the release of the game at least. which I think is pretty damn good. Mainly you kinda get going all the time, so you will never run out of like quests and things. You get things to do all the time, so I'm gonna show you guys later. It's under activities here, so it's called instant adventure. So basically it like random gives you a different quest which you're doing with a party that you get assigned to. You guys just go and smash down enemies, you go and shut down rifts and just keep going, earn tons of XP and have a lot of fun together. It is very intense and it's very rewarding in XP. I don't know what the fastest way in leveling in this game is, but it is definitely one fast and fun way to level in this game. Pray at the altar of Baharalt. Can I click this altar? I think you did this in the early game as well. It was something similar to this. And this guy always come up to ruin you praying at the altar. Damn him, death-bound thrall. So now we're just gonna use the Dwarven Hammer of Death-bound thralls and... Yep, a quest item. That's also one thing that's awesome in this game. We need to use the quest item. You mainly got it here in the quest track here, so just click it and we're doing it. Really useful. I must say, I don't know like how hard this game is in endgame. Probably require a lot of skill. But sometimes I really do miss playing this more, at least when you're starting out in this game, more casual games that are a bit more laid back. I mean, this is not really laid back, but I don't know how to say it, but it goes really easy to do things. So let's speak with brother Yebaya. And I think we got a new armor part. Yeah, we got a new chest. Great. So another soul point and we get retaliation. So this is the instant one. These 41 to 45 physical damage must be used after the warrior has blocked, so... I wonder how... Okay, so it's probably just gonna show more in color if we can use it, so... Let's go and try it out, and we're also gonna get some of these Source Stone cores. Which before, when I played the game at the beginning, I think at least, you always had to click this one, but this guy actually drops this as well, and it showed down there at the right corner that he actually drops it. So I guess this is some lore book. So we got 2 Source Stone after this one. Yeah, great. And let's kill this dude as well. So after this one we're probably gonna have 4 of this Source core. I don't know, I haven't seen it light up yet. No global cooldown, so it's not affecting the global cooldown. But I guess we're gonna see it sooner or later. Probably something really nice. I think there was something similar in World of Warcraft as well, which were usable after you like block it or parry or something like that. But we're actually kind of reaching the end of this very soon, so we actually gone really far already. But guys, this is gonna be it of the first episode with me, Banto, and the Rift. So in the next one we're gonna continue and we're gonna leave this place and head for the normal world. And guys, thanks for watching this. I hope you had a fun time watching it, and maybe you haven't played Rift since release like I haven't. So thanks for watching. Now take care. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more with me. Goodbye, take care.